Hi, crafty friends. Come on in. I'm still fiddling with just a couple things. We're going to get started in just a moment. So if you are watching the replay, go ahead and fast forward 30-40 seconds and you should get into the actual meat of the video. All right, I hope I have everything. It's a Friday. I've had a busy week. I've had lots of busy weeks, and I'm actually really glad, but it's definitely learning to find the balance between everything. All right, let's do this. Hi, crafty friends. It's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and a little Friday fun. We are going to craft a super fun project that you probably will need this time of year. So what is this time of year? It is Friday, December 15th, 2023. So that'll pertain to, I don't know, anything directly with specials and things to come. But this project, if you find this a couple years later, no worries. Fast forward and get to it, because I'm going to show you a super fun gift card holder. And you can use any paper you have. You can use, I think you should use Stampin' Up! Paper. And if you don't own Stampin' Up! Paper, let me know and you should come shop with me. But I think Stampin' Up! Paper is the best paper out there. Well, I'm sure there's better, but it's a really, really good paper. And so you can make these for any kind of season, anything you want, but Christmas time is a good time for gift cards or money. It'll hold money because I'm going to put money in mine. I am going to make a whole bunch of these and send them to my nieces and nephews with their Christmas cash. All right, so let us get started and I will explain the stuff. Okay, let me see if I can press the buttons. And I feel like I have an extra shadow. What do I have an extra shadow from? All right, hold on. All right, let's try it. Let's look at the desk. Yeah, see, I've got a shadow. Where's, it's my punch. Okay. I was like, there's a shadow in the corner. All right, and I think I'm pretty centered. Okie dokie. Let me come say hi. There we go. All right. So, of course, if you're here live or on the replay, let me know. It's super fun to know that people are watching. And if you're not watching till the replay, that's okay. It's a Friday night. It is 10 days to Christmas. 10 days. So I need to get these made in the mail. All right, so what are we making? This is what we're making. It is a cute little, it's a gift card holder, but it's card sized. There's a little tiny Velcro to hold that closed. And then you open it up and it's got this little pop-up. So I'm sending it to my nieces and nephews, so I think it's fun to have a little pop-up. And I'm going to talk to you about how this came to be. So I'm pretty sure I've made something similar to this before. I think maybe way back a long time ago, we used to have a big die that you could run through your die cutting machine and it would make this, so, or something similar. I feel like 10 years ago I remember that, but I could be wrong. So anyhow, hey Kathy, welcome. Oh, I'm glad you get to see me live. Hey Nadine, I'm like squinting. I would need these glasses. There we go. Hey Nadine. All right, so I looked around for gift card holders and I do not know who I saw this from. I found it on Pinterest. I don't think it was a Stampin' Up! Person, and it was this cute little gift card holder, and I liked it, and I was like, oh, that's super sweet, right? So the gift card goes in there, but see how it's little, so it's just barely bigger than the gift card, which I guess is good for if they're gonna stick it in their backpack or their purse like this. And then I thought, this is why I didn't do this on Monday, well, plus my pre-order arrived, but then I thought, I want one, because this is the gift. This is all I'm sending to my nieces and nephews. So I want one as big as a normal card fits in a normal envelope. So this is 5.5 by 4.25. So it fits in our regular envelope. And so I had to figure out how to do that. And the gift card sits in here. I will tell you a few trials and tribulations that happened when I made this. And what I'm going to send is, I've got a lot of nieces and nephews. So they're all just going to get a $20 bill. And I am going to just fold it like this. Hold on. And I don't want to rip this one because I'm using all of these. So I was like, ooh, this will get me 3 gift cards made. Ooh, and I see where I need a little glue. I'm going to send it like this. See? With the little money right there. So, and I'm just going to, it would go in a regular envelope. It's pretty bendy, so I feel like you don't even have to add extra postage. And if you get the little tiny Velcros, let's see. I've had these forever in my drawer. I don't know. Eventually I'm going to have to buy some new ones. These are very small. They are like a 1/4 inch circles, or just over a 1/4 inch. So whatever that is, 3/8, I think, 3/8 circles. So they are really small. Hey Pam, welcome. Oh, thank you for sharing my video. That's awesome. So I feel like you could probably do a standard envelope, standard stamp. If you're worried, do the hand cancel or the 2-ounce stamp, and that should work. So yeah, you can make a little one, but I think this is a little bit more weighty. It's a little bit more fun to hand out, right, under the Christmas tree. Okay, so, oh, wait, let me show you one more. And I also made it vertical, because that's the way this paper was cut. And it's standard paper sizes. Oh, you're going to want to know sizes. Hold on, I've got them. All right, where can I put this? Right here. So you can pause, take a screenshot, and you can get the measurements. So I'm not going to type them anywhere. And this one opens the same. It's just a vertical one, and we'll put the little gift card or the money in there. And we're going to talk about this middle part. All right. So that is the deal. All right. So let's make one. Okay. So what do you need? You need some paper. One of the things you need is just a whole sheet of paper. We use practically all of this paper, which is kind of fun. And you're going to need lots of DSP. So if you have lots of DSP and you're like, finally, like, I got to cut into this paper, this is a great project for it. All right. So everything else is pre-cut, but I'm going to cut this. We need our piece of cardstock, and we need to cut it at 4 1/4. Okay. And then we're going to cut these pieces down. I need my big arm to come out. Oh, thank you, Pam. I'm glad you like this. Oh, awesome. We're going to cut one at 7 1/2. So this piece, I used a different piece, obviously, but this piece can be used to die cut your big circle out. So I think that is kind of cool. And then we're going to score one of the ends, it doesn't matter, at 2 inches. And then actually one of these, I guess I'll do the next one. Ooh, I almost cut it. Don't cut it. We're going to score it at 2 inches. Okay. Your second piece, oh, this is so fun. People are saying hi to each other. This is awesome. You're going to cut this one at 9 1/2, but literally like a sliver. And I'm going to show you why. Can you see my, yeah. So it is not a whole 16th even. It is like, oh, I know what I've heard demos say. Just shy. Cut it just shy of 9 1/2. Okay. This little piece, just put it in your scrap bin. You'll use it for something else. And then you're going to score this at 2 inches on each side. So you're going to do it on each side. That way it won't matter that one end is that smidge smaller. So 2 inches. And then flip it over and score it at 2 inches. That's why I wanted to cut this with you versus having this already cut. Okay. And then you'll need your DSP, which through the magic I have done, right? So we need 3 pieces at 4 by 5 1/4, so standard card size front. I might use some of each. I'm going to use some of each. So this is all the same. And then 4 pieces at 4 by 1 3/4. Now, could you do extra layers? Yes, you could. You could cut these all an 1/8 inch smaller and cut more cardstock that size. That would be fine. You'll need an inside piece, and I cut this down so it would be a little bit smaller. I did 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, so that way you could see more of the Designer Series paper behind it. I might do it that way. We'll see what happens. Okay, is that all of our, and then your circles to go on the front, you can use a different shape. You want something pretty weighty, so as I said, your one piece, see, you can cut that circle out. This is our stitch shaped circles. This is our deckled circle, and then stitch shape circle. So in case you don't know if you're like, what are those? Oh, so stylish shapes. So the big one and the next one. And then whichever one of these, I feel like it's this one. Yep, whichever one of those corresponds of the deckled circles. So that's what I used. And the paper I'm using is called, what is this paper called? Oh, this is the Berry Christmas. So this is the bear paper is the way I usually think about it. And then you will want some tear tape, or you could use glue. Okay? All right, so let's put this little cutie together. So we're gonna take our bone folder and we are gonna burnish these scores nicely. And then we're gonna gonna do it on the other one. And the other one. Okay, so let me show you the reason we cut a smidge. And I don't think it matters. Ooh, does it? Shoot, I think I cut it off the wrong piece. Oh. Yes, I did. Okay, so we're gonna cut this down. All right, so the smidge, the one that is slightly smaller, is the one with only one score mark. All right, let me do that. This is a bummer because it's much harder to cut a sliver off than it is to just cut it a smidge smaller. So actually, you know what? It probably needs to be that whole 16th. We're gonna test it. So actually that makes it a little easier. But when you're cutting like a sliver, it is very hard in this kind of trimmer. Okay. Because what we want is these are gonna get glued together, and this is gonna come here, and this is gonna close. And now I probably cut off more than was needed, but it will work. And I can cut down the DSP when we get to that step. Okay, so, all right, we're gonna, okay, there's the measurements. There's what we're making. All right, so on one of these, so these should be the same. Okay, so that's the right one. Oh, it would matter, it wouldn't matter, they would be the same. So with either your glue or your tear tape, Stampin' Seal is too wide and Stampin' Seal Plus is too wide. We want to put it right up to the edge. Very, very close. I mean, there's some wiggle room, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut it. You can tear it, but I'm going to cut it. I was going to cut it so that the... All right, I'll show you what to do with that. So put it on both ends. It'll be all right. It's the next piece I want to cut. Put it on both ends. Okay, I'm pretty close to the edge. Hopefully that'll be close enough. All right, and then this one, you do want it to be straight, so that way you can butt it right up to the other piece. So a lot of times with projects like this, I like to use glue because I feel the whole wiggle room thing is nice. But I made two successfully. You saw them, right? I made two successfully with this tear tape. So if this goes tragically wrong, Pam, that's excellent. But if this goes I'll tell you in a sec. If this goes tragically wrong, know that I have made two of these. I do know how to do it. And it's just a fluke. Okay. Yes, so Pam says she bought the extra narrow tear tape. I haven't bought any, but this came in a paper pumpkin kit one time, so I have a little bit. There's plenty of room. Let's grab the gift card. See, it fits. There's plenty of room for that gift card in there. But you see, if I put it over more, then it wouldn't work. It would be too close. But the narrow tear tape would be perfect. Stampin' Up! Sells this one. You could always, I don't know, I feel like I've cut it in half before, but I remember it being kind of hard to do. And like I said, liquid glue does also work. Oh, great. Let's get a pair of scissors here. Find my pointy tool is not here. So get your take a pick tool or your scissors and see if you have tear tape that is too long, you can just double it up on itself. It's sticky on all the sides, so it doesn't usually matter. All right, and it's funny, I have the glass mat that you can get free when you join Stampin' Up! In January and February. When you want to join my team, you could get it for free. But for videos, it is not good because it has, I have a ring light, and then above my desk are also two of those, I don't know, spotlight in ceiling lights. So it was like big circles everywhere. Okay. All right. Then, now I got to concentrate. I can't talk to you about other random stuff. I have got to concentrate, right? So I butt these up to each other. Gently close them up. Good. And then we're going to fold this in. Yeah, see, now I've got a big space. Okay, so we're going to talk about that space. I'm just going to cut my DSP smaller. They're never going to know. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, show me the money, Auntie. Show me the money. Okay, so the reason we want to cut a sliver off, because I'll show you. So see on this card, see how it's a little bowed? Like it doesn't close flat. It's because this is right up on that fold. And then if you look at this one, look at that. You're like, oh, that lays so nicely. And that's because I cut a teeny tiny sliver. See how that has a narrower edge than this edge? I cut a teeny tiny sliver off. and that made it lie nicer. So we have lots of slivers cut off on this one. See if I can even this up. But anyway, so this is the bulk of your card, right? All right, now you're like, how do I get, do you need the little cutout? Let's check. Where's the gift card? Here it is. Let's check. Because I like the way it looks, but it is a hassle. So you don't. You could get that out. Although I think for the money, it's better to have that little cutout. So you could leave it like this and glue your little smaller pieces on and you're done. All right, so I tried a couple different things. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of paper. I tried using a die and I ran the heck through my die cutting machine over and over, and it took forever, and I had to eventually kind of pull each little piece off. So that didn't work. So I was like, well, what else could I do? Because I like how you can see the little cutout. So what I did was, our punches will cut through 2 layers of paper. So using a 2-inch punch, or whatever you have, a 1 3/4, a 2 1/4, you could do it. The punches for Stampin' Up! Are in the online exclusives. All right, so I'm putting this all the way down, right, to where the end is. And I'm trying to do it evenly, and then I'm going to punch. So we can do 2. Do not try to do more than 2. I once broke a punch, and my husband even watched a YouTube channel, and he tried to put it back together. Do not try to punch too much paper. It does not work. Hey, Jean, welcome. Ooh, a sunny day in Southern Oregon. That's nice. We had a sunny day. Did I go outside today? I took the dog out. At noon. That's it. That's all I went outside. I've been working. I will tell you, being a travel agent is really cool. I like it. But it is a real job now. And so the crafting is going to be less of a job, but I still have so much joy in it, and I like doing it, so we're going to see what happens. But remember, if you want to book some travel, it's just like craft supplies. You could order them from Stampin' Up! And not use a demo, but then you don't get any help, and no one gets the commission that you're already paying in your purchase. Travel is the same way. The commission is built into the prices. So if you do it on your own, great, no problem. But if you ask me to do it, even better, because then I help you out and somebody makes that money. All right, so that's enough of that. But anyway, just telling you why I'm always so scattered now, because I'm working like 3 jobs. 3 part-time jobs is a lot. Okay, so then what we're going to do is you're going to line this up where it's going to go. And then you're going to turn it, and you're going to take your pencil or your pen. Where'd my pencil go? There was a pencil. Or a pen. Okay, here's a pen. Oh, here we go. Pencil's better in case I want to erase it. And you're going to put a dot where you need the end of your punch to go to. And then you're going to try to put this in the center of this paper. So the dot is centered, hopefully. Some people put little lines on their punch. I feel like I should do that. Is that the right dot? We're going to double check that, because that is a busy piece of paper. Let's do that one more time. Because look, I mostly got the dot on the cardstock. There we go. Now I know where it goes. Okay, right there on the little stripey present. And I'm going to get that centered as best I can tell. I feel like it's a little that way, but we're going to go with it. And then this will get attached just like that. And then you could just take this piece, this is going to go this way, right? Line these 2 up together. You could do the dot again, you could do it on the other side, or I don't know. Hold on, we're going to wing it. I feel like this is a thing that could be done, but this could be epically bad, so if you're yelling at your screen, I'm really sorry. Okay. I hope that's in the right place. Ooh, that was good. Okay, these, I don't know. I'm sure, oh my gosh, you know what? You could make some kind of really cute card with those. But could you not glue one piece of DSP and put, You know, if you didn't glue these together, so Pam asks, could I glue the DSP on and then punch? But then you would, so you could do that. Yes, Pam, that's a good idea. You could glue it on before you attach them together, but then it's a little bit harder to get the punch. no matter what, you still have to, you're trying to line things up. I feel like that might work, but it might be harder to line up your pieces of the card. And I feel like the base of the card is really important to make sure it all fits together. So I don't know. So you could try it that way. If you try it that way, let me know, Pam, because I did mess around with this quite a lot earlier today to see, you know, what was the best way. And then you're going to use your adhesive or your glue. Oh my gosh, my adhesive skills are not so good right now. And we are going to put this on. Glue would be better. Okay, so now remember, it's flush right here. And then it has the border. And, you know, I guess it kind of matters which piece goes on which side. I don't know if it does, but my piece is on there. Whew. Let's check this one out. Okay, it'll work. So we're putting this on the inside. I mean, I think pretty much every year you need new ways to make gift cards, if you, gift card holders, if you give them, or like I said, money. So sometimes I gift my little nieces and nephews money, but they're all getting older now. And it's hard to know what a 12-year-old wants anymore. Okay, so line that up, get that border. That looks good, and put that down. All right, so now we're in the fun part, right? The hard part is over. We just get to attach designer series paper. All right, so this is nice because it is not directional. Oh, and then you know what? We do need to trim this one down. Let's see. Let's take a little bit off of it. Don't worry, no one will notice, right? No little niece or nephew is going to realize that it was not meant to be this way. Yep, they will be none the wiser. And I think it's fun if you have either paper like this where you can just use the same piece and flip it over, or like this. Those were two different sheets. Same with the other one. Okay, does this one? No, this doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm putting that in there, but I am. Okay, I'll show you where we're going to need extra adhesive, that it kind of does matter. All right, so we're going to put that on. And we're going to put this on. One of these will be covered up with the, mostly covered up with the white. Though I feel like that's a little bit more like vanilla, but it's too late now. It is vanilla. Well, I'm using white. Okay, and then this is coming on the front. So I'm going to do this one right, left. Which way does this paper call to me? Do you ever check that? Because I'm going to have a little stripy piece here. Yeah. I like that one better. All right, let's do it. Now this one, we're going to add a little extra adhesive to it because it is going to hold the little teeny Velcro dot. I think that's the way I decided, so I'm going to put it here. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is the one that needed to be cut down. Fiddlesticks. Oh, look. It'll fit. It'll fit in my trimmer and not get totally stuck. Fiddlesticks. All right, let's cut off that little 16th there. It's all good. All right. I just looked at in the camera and I'm like, look at that table. That is a mess. All right. All right, now let's do this. And you know, you can make it come from any side. For some reason, I like it to open that way. Here it is. That's my extra adhesive. Okay. All right. So it's all fixed. That's what you got to do. You got to fix your stuff. Okay. And then this is going to go here. And then I feel like there's the other piece. That there should be one more. So you could put as many layers on this as you want. Obviously, the heavier you make it. Sorry, I like threw it across. The heavier you make it, you know, the more postage you might need. What I'm going to do, actually, even though I haven't told my sister, is I'm going to send these all out in the mail to my sister because because my family will all be in Colorado because most of them live in Colorado. My one brother lives in California. And my older half brother, he lives in Utah. So he's got a big giant family, so he doesn't usually go to Colorado. But we've gone when my kids were younger, but it's just hard now that everybody's all grown up. So anyway, I'm going to send them all to my sister, and they're going to all be in envelopes with their names on it, and then she can pass them out at Christmas or put them under the tree. All right, and then this is going to go on top. All right, we're going to just be happy with the white. I think that looks really cute, though. Okay, so the stamps I've been using, I don't know. I am in love with this 'Tis the Season to be Jolly. And if you're like, where did you get that? I got that from the So Very Merry stamp set, which is in the online exclusives right there in the center. I colored that one bird one time. And I've used this Peace and Joy stamp. I don't know, sometimes that's what happens. And then this stamp set, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't used this. And this is where I'm getting the Wishing You the Best and Brightest Holiday Season from. I like this, celebrating the magic of the season. If I had more time to make more Christmas cards, I would be trying out some more things. Okay, so especially if you're using this glass mat, when you are stamping in your photopolymer, you need a foam pad. Sometimes when I'm just on my desk, because the wood stuff is a little bit not super squishy, and then the paper, I can get away with it, but no, not on this case. So, do I want to stamp it in? I'm going to do it in red. This is real red. Now, the other question, which I am not going to do, mostly to expedite my making of these cards, is like, could you add more decor? As long as it doesn't get in the way of your edge, sure, but I wouldn't go overboard. I would pick pretty paper and go to town. We're going to let that dry a second, and we're going to find an inside piece. Okay, I'm doing this one as a horizontal card, and we are going to stamp, yeah, we'll just go with the red again. Okay, so I'm using this one, the Best and Brightest Holiday Season, in the inside. And then there's room for me to write something right there at the bottom. That came out nice. Isn't that a pretty stamp? I think that is super pretty. All right, so let's put it together. All right, this should be pretty dry. I mean, I did add the lights on that one. You could cut out one of the bears that comes with this. That might be cute, but I wouldn't put too much because they have to be able to open it. Look at this, we're rolling through, we're almost done, and look at that. This card you could make in about a half hour. I mean, you'd have to cut your DSP, but I feel like you could do it. All right, so then you want to put it here and think about halfway. Hopefully I'm putting the adhesive on the right half, right? And be generous here, because again, it has to hold. Yeah, I did it. I did it the correct way. Okay. And then you put that on. Double check. If you have any adhesive sticking out, use your adhesive remover and get it. You could use tear tape. It's really strong. That would help. And then find your little Velcros. I lost little Velcros. Oh, here they are. I'm on my last sheet, like I said, so, and it's weird. They're kind of stuck together. I have to, like, cut them apart. I think what happened is the sheet came open once and it did not get put back together exactly. So, don't take all the adhesive off. I'm going to try to fix it with my bad self here. Okay. All right, now take one of the ends off. It is adhesive. I've just been sticking it on. If you're worried, you could definitely put a dot of glue if you wanted. And then the hardest part is getting that little piece of plastic off. So like if you were thinking, you know, the person's going to open and close it a billion times because they think it's fun, put a little bit of glue there. So I'll put glue on one side and not the other. And then close that up. Give it a little push. All right, I have one little piece of these Christmas lights. I could do that. That color matches because it's red. All right, so I'm going to do it there. I'm just going to trim the edge off of that. And then we are going to put little dots of glue. Normally I would let it sit for a little while, but so this little strand of lights is in the Merry and Bright set. I really like it. I just die cut it out in white, and I colored it with Stampin' Blends. I'm gonna go with tweezers I think like this. Okay. So that's a way to add a little, you know, but you could, I totally think you could put your stamp up higher and put a bear, or if you did a little smaller stamp, you could do that. And then when you open that up, ta-da, you take the middle. The first time you're putting something in there, it takes a second. You gotta put your gift card or your cash in there. Oh, I forgot this. Hold on. Let's put this in. I don't think it matters which side you put your greeting on. I think you do it either way. Stick to my finger. There we go. Write your mushy message. And there you go. And there is your super cute gift card holder. Look at that. I already have 3 done. I only have 2, 4, 6. Do I need 6? I need 7. So look, I'm over halfway there. So I will be making some more this weekend. So if you have questions, comments, requests, let me know. If you want to shop for, I don't know if this paper's still available. It's a little late to buy Christmas paper because you won't get it before Christmas. But if you know, if you want to shop for things on clearance, go ahead and shop with me at audramonk.stampitup.net. I would appreciate that. If you make one of these, so I will post a picture of these tomorrow. And if you make one, if on Facebook, you can actually post a picture in the comments. Instagram you can't, but you could post your own picture and tag me at Audra Monk if you want, or send me an email, audramonk@yahoo.com. If anybody needs a spring catalog, let me know and I'll be happy to send one out to you. I do have them in stock now. Yay! Kathy loves this idea. I'm so glad. I was definitely looking for something that is pretty easy but has a little bit of oomph to it, and I think having that little pop-up in the middle makes it very fun. So I hope you make some. And I will see you next time. Stay crafty, my friends. Nadine, I just saw your comment.